Hey everyone, so I've got the other journal finished that I mentioned in the last video, and this one is also a blue and red and gardening combination, but it's quite different from my Barbara book. So this one here is a blue cover Reader's Digest with red and blue and gold upholstery on the cover. It's a really nice upholstery fabric, and the blue in it is very subtle. There's not a lot of it, but once you combine it with blue elements, you can see it pop. So what I did with the cover is I did a lot of embellishing. I wanted something really pretty to look at. This is also mainly for writing, so there's not a lot of little bumpy little embellishments on the inside, and whatever is in there can be removed. It's on a paper clip. So what I did with the spine is I just added a layer of lace and this measuring tape. I made the measuring tape look antiqued with some ink. And then the cover here has an antique little photo frame from a very old photo album, probably 100 years old. So these are the pages inside where you can insert a photo on one side, then you flip the page and there's like a slot on the bottom here to insert a photo on both sides. So then I added some lace, a bit of cheesecloth there. This is an image that I just downsized, and it's from the kit Garden Medley. And this beautiful little quilted heart was gifted to me by Lynn a long time ago, and I've been hanging on to this little guy, just waiting for the right project, and then it just kind of came together. I stitched a big white button on there and added some red embroidery floss. Then I've got a bookmark in this one, and the closure is just blue ribbon. So in this one I've got a pocket on the front inside cover, and it's made out of a little handkerchief. I just trimmed it off. I used the corner that has the embroidery. Pretty little flowers. A little bit of lace on the unfinished edge here, and then I like to hang some things on there. Then there's a few cards in here, a little postage stamp, and I added some of these little leaf ribbons on the paper clip. So this is probably my favorite seed catalog cover that I have in this collection. The Garden Medley collection has 3 different color combination sets within the collection, so I use the blue combination in this journal the same way I did in the Barbara book in the last video. And again, I added a lot of elements to make them look even older. So I've got this old tape on there and the torn edges, and it looks like you can see a page from inside the seed catalog there. Then on the edge I did, the usual messy stitched tabs. So it's a very blank journal for writing. There's some washi here. And then in this one I've got these little paper doll journaling spots. So you can journal on the back, and there's some stitching here and a bit of lace on the bottom of their dresses. And I put a ticket here where the paper clip goes, and I'll tell you why that's there. When you have stitching around your journaling cards, it can get caught in your paper clips. So I always like to insert something else with it so that I can slide this in and out without pulling on the stitches of the cards. So that's why I do that. This here is just a piece of lace that I stitched on. This is just a flower embellishment. You can flip that up and journal in there. little page from a small flower book. These are garden flowers. And what I did was I added a guest check piece inside so you can do some journaling in there, but you can still enjoy the images on the rest of the little pages. Postage stamp. Look at that. So pretty. I find that these late 1800 and early 1900 illustrations from the old catalogs, the seed catalogs, are some of the most beautiful images I've ever seen. Look at that. Another little tab. This one here, I've got a little bird on the pin. Some pretty botanical washi tape. Another pretty lady. And she's got a little flower on her waist. Lace on the bottom. This is another botanical book, and there's a navy blue strip on the edge there. It was like to identify the different sections of the book. Some of them have yellow, some have red, and some have blue. Another lady. And she's got a flower in her hair. And that's it. So I've had a lot of fun making these. I think I'm gonna change gears now for a little while and go into perhaps some more industrial or masculine journals. I always switch it up. I go back and forth between the dainty, girly stuff, and then I like to go into the more masculine things. I just like to keep it interesting for myself. I think I'd probably get bored if I always made the same type of journal. I'm quite happy making journals. I just need to change up the colors and the themes and such. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I will be back soon. Bye.